Hello, Familia. Welcome. If you are new, I am Magdalene Janet. If you are not, welcome, Familia. Hey, hey, hey. So, I was playing with this foundation the other day and I posted a shorts. I was like, wait, as I was literally putting it away in my drugstore drawer, I saw Superstay Lumi Matte. I'm like, wait, why do this feel very similar? I was looking at it, I'm like, they feel and look similar. And then someone commented on that exact video, what do you think the differences are? Are these similar or the same? I'm like, oh my God, we literally thought the same thing. Here, let me put the comment here because I screenshot it. Yeah, we're on the same page, girl. We're on the same page. Before we get started, I will have everything tagged here on screen for you. If you see the pop-up, it's me adding these products so you can shop and look at the product as the video is going. And it does help my channel out tremendously when you click on those hyperlinks. But of course, no pressure. I will always have everything tagged below for you. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm always in the comments. We're gonna test both of these out, see what the differences are. Are they the same? Are they different? They're both very lightweight foundations. The True Match is literally a true match. L'Oreal added blue and green pigments to give us more depth, to where it matches more of neutral tones, cool tones, olive tone, versus this one, it's a Lumi Matte, so it's going to give you kind of the best of both worlds. A luminous finish with a matte feel that adheres to your skin. So let's see. The only thing is that L'Oreal, we know the True Match is literally going to be our True Match. That's not the question here. My shade is N6. Hold on, I have an itch. You guys, I just got off a live right now and I just did my skin prep to film, and then I started doing my eye look because I'm like, why not? And then I ended up being on live for like an hour and a half. I love it. Okay. And Lumi Matte, I can go between two shades, three shades really. Let's find our shade before we get started. This is shade 220. This is shade 250. And this is 322. N6, so we have reference on what we're looking at. So this is L'Oreal's N6, right? Let me clean my finger. This is Maybelline 220 and 250. And then this is 322. Let's let it dry and see. I like 322. It is a neutral undertone. The thing about it, it's gonna oxidize and dry down and it's gonna look deeper. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. N6, you see bomb. Perfect neutral undertone. N6, we're gonna wear it on this side, the side with piercings. I feel like if 322 and 220 were mixed, that would be the perfect shade. You know what? I think I'm just gonna mix 322 and 220. I wanted to show you the swatches in case you are my complexion. You don't have to buy two. It's 220, 250, 322. I love the undertone of 322, but you see how it's getting a little deeper and it doesn't really match my neck. Well, it kind of low-key matches my shoulders. And this one, she's a little light, but it's also a good undertone. This has like a warm olive undertone, which meshes well with my skin tone. Although I do have a neutral undertone, I'm a true neutral. Olive definitely works also. Let me put my sunscreen back on. The Desi Skin Sunscreen. Let's swatch. N6. Let's do a little mixy of 220, 322. So this is N6. I'm gonna use this side of the brush, and this is the mix. L'Oreal, Maybelline. I was gonna say Maybelline looks more matte, but it's the brush that kind of changed up the texture. You can see here how thin both are. And look, now we have the perfect shade. This is Maybelline, this is L'Oreal. Damn, textures are the same. We're gonna use these brushes on the left side. Let's start with L'Oreal. I kind of want to do it this way. I'm not gonna wear a primer. I don't know, lately me and primers, I just don't know. I haven't been feeling it. The earrings off. While I apply this, let me give you info about this foundation. L'Oreal True Match Blendable Foundation retails for about $13. It comes in 47 shades. I'm in the shade N6. This is a medium coverage formulated with up to 6 pigments for your most precise match. Super blendable, locks in moisture and provides medium coverage with a natural finish that adapts to any skin color and texture. It matches your skin whether it's cool, neutral, or warm undertones. Okay, one we know. This is a true match. Literally, it's so thin, it feels like water on your skin. It feels like, I would say, a skin tint, a very thin formula skin tint, but it's a foundation. It gives the coverage of foundation. It's so seamless. It melts. Wow. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to mix 322, 220. You see right here. Automatically thicker. But let's see. Let me give you info about this one. The Lumi Matte foundation retails for about $15. It comes in 24 shades. This is a long wear foundation infused with amino acids, breathable coverage with a luminous matte finish. Achieve a flawless base with an air formula that feels like nothing on the skin. Flexible, film resistant, sweat, water, and transfer proof. It lasts up to 30 hours, stays flawless no matter what the day has in store for you. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. First of all, skin on both sides. Skin. Skin. Okay. L'Oreal. Maybelline. Damn, these are like, it feels the same. Maybelline's, it's a little thicker, but as you apply it, look, it gives you the same. Look at my hair. Hold on. My little bun's a little lopsided. Sorry, I was distracted. Okay. So the finishes are the same. They look the same. This one you can see is drying down a little more than this one, but the texture of Lumi Matte is a little thicker. It's not as lightweight and like free falling, water feeling like the True Match. I didn't realize how Lumi Matte this is, but maybe it's because I applied it second. Let's let it dry down. It's 10:20. We're gonna do a 10-hour wear test. I can't do 12 hours because then that means I have to be back by 10, or maybe it depends, but I'm promising a 10-hour wear test with no primer. Look at this. You don't even see my melasma here. Maybelline again. L'Oreal. Wow. Wow. Okay. Maybelline's a little wet. Yeah. So is L'Oreal. Okay. These are a lot similar than I anticipated. Let me see the center. Look at the center. Maybelline L'Oreal. Do you see a difference? Do you see a difference? Let me blend a little more here. Am I using the wrong brush? No. So the black brush is here. The other brush is Maybelline, because girl, I'll forget. I'll be back. 10 minutes. Let's give it 10 minutes. Before I go, look at the swatches. L'Oreal, Maybelline. Maybelline dried. L'Oreal dried too. Okay. Back. Oh, it's been exactly 10 minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Oh wow, they're the same. It has like this wet, sticky kind of feel. Not wet where it's gonna slip and slide. It's like adhering to the skin. This is why I always tell you, let your foundations dry at least a little bit. You can see the finishes. This is L'Oreal. Nice little glow, but look, Maybelline, nice glow also. My God, I'm gonna have to pick which one I like more. No, no. I'm kind of like in the drugstore phase of life right now. And Morphe, speaking of, has had me legitimately in this chokehold. But I want to keep my makeup pretty simple, because anytime I do comparisons, I always like to keep the look just as simple as humanly possible, so that the comparison could be like an actual comparison and not a bunch of products, you know, layered on top. I did that in yesterday's video where it was like a full face of full beat oil controlled makeup. This is Blind Date, and then the bronzer is Maui Surf. I really like this Blind Date shade. It's like the perfect pink rose. Look at this. Isn't it so good? Just a little. I used this yesterday and I forgot like how much I like it. She's a pigmented girl though. We're gonna just add a bit here. On the Maybelline side, let's use the Maybelline brush kind of like this and like this. Oh my gosh, this concealer reminds me of like 2019, 2020 when this came out. Like, oh my God. You know, one thing about smells will take you back to a time that you may want or not remember. You know what I mean? So, you know, that pandemic time was not cute. It wasn't a good time. Rough out here in these streets. Okay, this coverage right here. I like to add the concealer here, right? And then just blend the majority down here, keeping my eye open. So you see this crease like way at the top? I kind of don't put product there, and I'll eventually work my way up. I don't have my paper towel, so I'm gonna use my hand. Whatever remains, that's when we're gonna go up here. Look at this coverage. You have to love this coverage. I'm like coming back to like the oldies but goodies drugstore makeup, and I'm like, girl, we've been missing out here. Just blend like that. Oh, my blush went away. She's just a natural girl. Speaking of oldie but goodie, Maybelline Fit Me is going to be the powder we use. I'm running out of this one. I can't believe it. Well, I could believe it because I use it so much, but okay. I'm going to set the center of the face evenly, so we do this comparison as even as possible. Thing about it too, I don't think I have a backup of this powder, so once it's gone, should I buy a new one or just move on to the next? I've literally have purchased like 3 of these. Get rid of creasing. Forgot to tell you the shade of the concealer. I use Latte. It gives like this brightening, but it also has like a bit of a warm tone where it's gonna color correct at the same time. You don't see any discoloration. I'm gonna use some of this Revlon. I used it yesterday, but a little bit goes a long way. We're gonna have to hold that. Let's use the bronzer to give us a little bit of color. I want to use this NYX blush in For the Butter. Magenta. Should we mix it with the Morphe? Because you see the Morphe is like a little pink rose. A nice little combo here. Lately, when I've been doing like comparison videos, I always feel like we're gonna go to the highlighting powder. I always feel like the natural makeup is a must so that we just compare the products as even as possible. You know what I mean? That's what I was just talking about on live this morning, like how important it is for me, for you to see real skin, no filters, how things look, and particularly when you compare, because you want to see if the products are either similar or just very different. The less makeup or the lighter weight makeup you wear, the better result you'll get and a better kind of solution to the problem. That's how I feel. What are your thoughts? Do you kind of get where I'm coming from when it comes to the comparison? You know, the last, let's cut the cheeks and then I think we're done. Honestly, I think I'm done with this powder. Oh no, I just need enough to cut the cheeks at this point. Then just clean it up quickly. One last set. Let's bring out the big gun. I really love this. This is gonna give us a bit of a matte finish. And because our face is a little damp, we want to dry it up pretty well. And then press, just like we're finalizing. Finalizing that bronzer too. And that blush. Okay, Berry. I put my lip combo on. It's a brand new one. I kind of like it. It is drugstore. On It lip liner from Maybelline and Rose Robe from NYX, this new matte one. You know, we're keeping it a little natural. So here we are. Makeup looks really good. This side here is our Maybelline side, the side with no piercings. And the other side is L'Oreal with piercings. And let's look at the center. Wow, this looks very, very similar. I think Maybelline is blurring a little more in the pores area than L'Oreal. When it comes to texture, Maybelline is slightly thicker than L'Oreal. Thicker complexion products typically will do more blurring. They don't necessarily have to be a blurring foundation to blur. A lot of times it's because the texture is thicker, it kind of fills in the texture more, the pores. And that's what I'm seeing here because they do feel very similar. You guys saw they applied very similarly, but now that we've set everything down, I do see this is slightly like smoother than this side. Other than that, everything looks good. It looks really pretty much the same. I really don't know which one I would pick. I like them both. I can't pick right now. I think the wear test is really gonna tell us and show us which one performs better. I think they're both very good foundations and very similar. Let's just see which one has that extra oomph. You know what I mean? So let's go in front of the window so you can see in daylight how things look. And overall, I'm really happy how everything looks. Even the mixing of Maybelline, like the foundation shade is perfect now. Yeah. And then N6 is our tone. Yeah. Okay. See you at the window. Familia, here we are in front of the window. It's a little gloomy today. Here we have L'Oreal with the piercings, right? It looks good. Good, good, good. The center and Maybelline. You guys, I don't know which one I like. I'm confused. I'm conflicted. What you think? What you think? I don't know. The wear test is really going to tell how things hold, especially since we don't have primer. So let's wear. Hello, I'm back. It is 8:30. We've had both foundations on for about 10.5 hours. You know, I got some footage for you at around, I think it was 4 to 5. At this point, they're both looking good. They're both holding pretty well. I do still think that the Maybelline one looks a little bit smoother, but for the most part, it still feels and looks like skin. Very breathable, very lightweight coverage. Nothing's really separating at this point. And here we are now. This is L'Oreal. This is Maybelline, the Santa. I feel like now Maybelline's a little more glowy than L'Oreal, or is it me? I don't know. Let's see. What do you think? Maybelline, L'Oreal, they look the same. They look literally the same. I will say though, I think Maybelline is a little smoother, like a smidge. It's barely noticeable. I don't think you could notice it unless like you're like this, like me. Like both my nose, like the nose area, it's cracking on both sides, like identically. This is probably the closest comparison I've ever done. I think the main difference here is the texture is a tad bit thicker, and this one does smooth out a smidge, like very, very tiny, unless like you're really all up on the face, you can tell. And that's the point of today's video. These are very similar. Which one do I pick? Okay, shade-wise, True Match is truly the true match. It's perfect. You don't have to question it because they have the tints of blue and green, which really could be such an adaptable undertone for especially brown skin girls. If you have neutral undertone, olive undertone, even cool undertone. This one, the shade doesn't match. Like, the shade can never. We have to mix two to get the perfect shade, and that's just what it is. So because of that, I feel like we're gonna go with True Match. However, they're both really good. I really, really like both. I think this one did wear a little bit better, but overall, they're so similar. I have to bring it down to the shade match. The shade match is truly important for us brown skin girls, and we definitely don't look gastadas, huh? Oh, I do have like a little glow, but you know, we don't have primer. So the fact that I held this well without primer too, I'm really surprised. So girl, we got a winner chicken dinner. Honestly, this is so close. Like, I don't even know which one's like, this one just won by literally a hair. Well, and the shade. But they're both good. I love them. And what do you think? Do you think these are similar? Do you think they're different? Why do this video? Because they're just so different? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here and showing me so much love, especially if you made it to the end right here. You know you're a real one. And I always appreciate you commenting, liking, subscribing, all the good things. And speaking of subscribing, don't forget to subscribe right here so you don't miss out on any videos. And I will talk to you on the next one. I love you guys. Bye.